There.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We have Victoria here with us today, and hopefully other students are going to be joining us soon and watching it online. So this is a very brief and fun workshop all about what you need to know about your online course. Oh, I should introduce myself first. Sorry, my name is, I work in the online education office with Carol. And through this today. And so if you have any questions, we'll kind of go through it all, but if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand and ask away, and we'd be very happy to answer them for you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Carol, and in this workshop, we're going to help you prepare for your online and your online live classes. We will be showing you how to read your instructor's orientation letters, how to log into Canvas and kind of look around your online classroom and how to navigate that.
We'll also discuss what you can expect in an online and an online live class, and where you can find student support resources to, run into any trouble.
And we're going to go over where to find ZTC and OER, which are free textbooks that are offered for certain classes.
Okay, so let's get started. So I'm gonna go over here. This is the main College of the Canyons website.
So from the College of the Canyons website, you will be able to access Canvas at any point by, wait, are you seeing my mouse?
No.
No.
Try clicking on the screen. You have to actually click on it. Sorry, everybody. We're
working now. Okay.
Yeah, we're sharing our mouses.
Okay, so from the College of the Canyons website, canyons.edu, up here you'll see the Canvas icon, and you'll be able to click on this at any time to access your online classroom. And then you can also click down here on this online classes icon, and that will take you to our online education website, which looks like this. From here, we have tons of resources and help. We have links to Zoom sessions to help you with Canvas or meet with the library and tutoring, all kinds of stuff on here. We'll get started by looking at how to access your instructor's orientation letter. So if you click on this link here, it will take you to our orientation letters page. You can click on the semester for whatever class you're registered for. And then you will see all of the different departments that we have that we are offering classes in. You would just find the department for your class, click on it, and then find, oh, scrolling got out of control. Find the class that you're registered for. So you'll see the class number over here, the name of the course, the instructor's name, and then the section number. So find whichever class you're registered for, and you would just click on that. And it will bring you to your instructor's orientation letter. So this is an example of what an orientation letter would look like. It gives you the name of the course, your instructor's name, their email address here. You can always click on this and email them if you have any questions. The format of the class, whether that's online, online live, or an actual on-campus class. The length of the class, so this is a 5-week course. And then it'll give you the textbook title, and then down here you'll just see all kinds of information about the course. So your instructor will tell you what to expect, any additional information that you need. They might give an outline of the class, what to expect each week, and then some different resources. I mentioned here the format online versus online live. You'll see when you're in the online, when you're in the online schedule of classes, you'll see the difference here. The name of the class here on the location, it'll say online or online live. And the difference between those two is that an online class is fully done on your own time through Canvas. So your instructor will give you assignments, and they'll have due dates, and you can work on those on your own time throughout the week and then submit the assignments by the due date, but you don't actually have to meet with your instructor at any specific time. An online live class, on the other hand, will have live sessions with your instructor and you will meet over Zoom. And then you might also have some stuff to submit in Canvas as well. So back in the section of classes here, you'll notice the online live classes show you the days and times that you'll meet. So for example, this class meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 11 a.m. And then also shows you the dates of the class as well. So just know if you're registered for an online live class, you will have to meet with your instructor at certain times. So make sure you check the schedule and that you are available during those times. If you're in a fully online class, then you can kind of work on your own time and you don't have to meet with your instructor at any scheduled time. And one more thing that you'll notice in the schedule of classes, you might see this ZTC zero cost textbook link. This means that this specific course has a free textbook available to you. And if you click on that link, it will take you to this page and Chloe is going to explain some of the zero textbook cost books.
Thanks, Carol. So zero textbook cost, if you see that link inside of the schedule of classes, you know that you don't have to pay for a textbook. So congratulations, that's very exciting. But if you want to get to your textbook, all you would do is you click on that link in the schedule of classes right here, and it'll bring you to this page. And then you can just click on this icon up here, ZTC, zero textbook cost textbooks. So if you click on that, it lists all the different subjects. So for example, if you're taking a communications class, you would just click on that. And then you can see all the different communication class textbooks here. And it's a PDF, so you can download it. We also have the ability for you to get this textbook in print format just for, it's usually under $10. It might even be like $3 to $5. It's very inexpensive compared to a normal textbook. So it's completely free in digital form. But if you wanted to get it printed out, so you can kind of mark it up or read it when you're offline, you can just order that through the bookstore. So all these are also available to get printed out, and the textbook, it'll have like a binding, and it's pretty nice as well. So that's how to get to the textbooks. Are there any questions so far from anything we've covered?
Oh, you're good.
Okay, great. So now you've read your instructor's orientation letter and you got your textbook and you're ready to begin your class. So you can always click up here on Canvas. This icon is going to be at the top at any time of our website. So if you just go to College of the Canyons website, you can always click up here onto Canvas. Once you log into Canvas, let me go over here. I wanted to show you how this might look. Hold on a second. Okay, so when you log into Canvas, this is an example of how it might look to you when you log in. So you'll notice that you have your account over here, and this is just a picture of nobody. You can customize that to make it your own picture, whatever you like. You can put a little graphic if you want, or you could put a picture of yourself. You can also, if you scroll down, you'll see any activity and you'll see your courses. So in this example, if I logged in, I might think, where's my course? I don't know where it is. I don't know how to find it. So what I would recommend that you do first is if you click on these three dots right here, you can change the view of your dashboard. So it's called a dashboard. It's kind of like where you can see everything all in one place. You can see announcements up here. You can see your to-do lists up here. If your instructor is giving you feedback, you'll see that here. I really like using the card view because it makes it really easy to identify your classes. So if you click onto that, you'll see any classes that you're enrolled in right here. You can also view your courses by clicking over here onto this courses link, and then I can see the same two classes right here. Let's say I'm enrolled in a class that hasn't started yet. I know it's going to start maybe in 2 weeks because it's a short-term class, and I want to make sure that I'm enrolled in it and everything is good. I know I don't see it here yet because the class hasn't started. So just to make sure that The class will open up on the first day of the term. You can click on this all courses link, and then it'll give you a full list of all of your classes. So you can see all the classes here, and you'll have a subject header right here that says upcoming or upcoming term or something like that. And that will show you that, and you'll see your course listed underneath. So then you'll know, okay, that class is coming up. And once the first day of the term comes around, it will be up here. You also have the option to star classes. So they're called favoriting classes, basically. So if you have a lot of classes, maybe you have some that are just a resource and you don't really want to keep them on your dashboard, you can just unstar them. That way, only the classes that you want will show up in your dashboard. These are little notifications. So if you're done reading these kind of notifications, you've got the information and you want to kind of clear your dashboard space, all you do is just click on these X's and it will take it away for you. You also have groups. So as you are in more classes at College of the Canyons, you might find yourself in a group where you have to do a group project of some type. So you'll see the group names here. So these could be in all different courses. And this is the group assignment for that course. I'm just going to kind of go down here. You'll see below groups, you have calendar. And this is where you can get an overview of all the things that you have coming up for the month. So you can see over here, I've got a bunch of things that are coming up due on Sunday that I have to make sure to take care of. And you'll notice that the colors in your calendar are going to coordinate with the colors on this side. So whatever colors that you've assigned to that course, that's what color it's going to be. And you can change the colors of your course if you like. So if you like certain colors, or if you even want to choose your own color scheme from the internet, you can get the hex codes and make it your own space. And you can add things to this calendar as well. So if I wanted to add an event to remind myself that I wanted to contact maybe my instructor during their office hours, I could put this information here, call my professor, and then I could put the date and the time, and then I could upload it to this course. And so you can customize this, add all your to-dos, and that's something that's really helpful, especially when you're taking an online class where it can feel like you have so many things going on, but they're happening in this one small space of your computer. So it can be a little tricky to stay on task and keep track of everything that you have to do. So I really recommend using this calendar, and it'll auto-populate. But the things that doesn't always auto-populate is, let's say the instructor tells you to read, chapters 1 through 3 this week, right? That might not be on your calendar. So taking the time at the beginning of the week to add items to your calendar for the different classes and helps you stay on track will really increase your chances of being successful each semester in your courses. Just going to finish going down this little row, and then I'll show you how it looks when you go into one of the classes. So when you, right below calendar, you have your inbox. So this is where you'll probably see messages from your instructor, or you might even see emails from other students that are in class with you. If you want to send an email to one of your students that you're enrolled in a class with, or to your professor, you just click on this little pencil up here, and then you select the course that you want to, that the person is in, and then you click on this little address book, choose your teacher, and then you put your subject and you write your message down here, and then you can click send. And so you can attach things here too. So let's say you have you wanted to, explain to your instructor something that's going on in Canvas, or a question that you have. Maybe you took a screenshot, you could click onto this and attach something from your computer, just like how a normal Gmail usually works, just a little bit slimmed down. This is something I really want to make sure you're all aware of. So if you need help, let's say you're working on an assignment and it is, 2 a.m. in the morning and you're rushing to get to a deadline, you have to get this thing done tonight, and everyone's gone home for the day, College of the Canyons is closed. So where do you go to get help? Something is not working in Canvas, or you're having trouble finding some assignment that your instructor told you about. You can always click on this help icon and then click on this top link that says contact Canvas support. And this is a really cool tool because you have a couple different options. You have, searches for, if you want to if you like reading manuals, you can go over here and find what you want, but you can also contact support. So if you click on this one up here, click on contact support, say, yes, I want to contact support. Then here are your choices. You can chat with them. If you don't really feel like talking to somebody on the phone, you just want to chat with them, you can click on this. You can also phone them and it'll tell you the estimated wait. So more than likely at 2 a.m. in the morning, you're not going to have a long wait. This time of day, you're going to get a little bit of longer wait. So I'd have to wait 13 minutes if I called them right now, but you know, they're there 24/7. And I think they're like somewhere in the UK or something. So you'll get someone with a British accent. So it's kind of fun. And you know, you can also send them an email if it's nothing urgent. But these are all ways that you can contact support, and it's there for you 24/7. So you don't ever have to feel like you're all alone and struggling on your own with your questions. Any questions about that? So I'm going to go ahead and click into one of the courses just so you can see real quick. So I've clicked onto my dashboard. Over here, I can see some different to-dos, and you can see this is the title of the task. And then this below it, it tells you the name of the course. I also have, if you notice the little icons, this is not super important, but sometimes it's kind of helpful just to understand at a glance. You'll notice that this is like little speech bubbles right here. That tells me it's a discussion. So it's something that the instructor wants me to do where I'm going to post something and then other students in the class will see my post that I make. And then this one where it's a little pencil, it means an assignment that you're just submitting to your instructor. So there's no, you're not having to share something with the rest of the class. So I could click onto one of these and go right to that assignment, or I can go into the course itself and see what we have going on. So I'm going to click on the course. So here's kind of an example of what you might see. Here they've said, welcome to the class. They've provided a link to join in Zoom. Maybe I've got the instructor's information right here. Here's a little video I can watch. And in this example, the instructor is actually giving me a start here button, which is really helpful to me. I can click right there and it'll take me into the course. And then a few different links of ways that I can navigate the course. So discussions, grades. So you might see this in a course, or it might be more simple. The instructor might just have some information like real basic information, and you're going to need to look over here on the side for your course information. So modules is usually a place I recommend going first because it gives you, usually it's kind of like the way the instructor has structured the information. Like they've put this over here, start here week 1. They want me to click onto this first and then kind of work my way through it. So clicking onto modules is a good idea when you're kind of getting started with your like learning stuff for the week. If you want to just see how you're doing in the course, like, okay, did I miss something? How's my grade? How am I doing? If you click onto grades, you'll be able to see all of your assignments. You'll be able to see if they're graded or not. And if the instructor has provided feedback for you, you would see it right here. So if I click on these little speech bubbles, you can see that I got 45 out of 50 for this assignment. And if I click on there, it'll tell me some feedback. This is kind of a play around course, so it's not real, but your course will be real and your instructor will give you really good feedback, not like that. That wasn't good feedback. But they might also even give you like a media comment feedback, something like this, which is kind of cool. So if you click onto that and you see a little video, it means the instructor made a video and they want to talk to you about your assignment, which is really fun. You also, when you're looking at your grades, you can also do this. Sorry. Let me click on show all details. You can do this thing called like a what if grade. So let's say you have this really big project coming up and you want to know kind of like how good you need to do to keep your grade where you want it to be. So you can actually type in like, okay, if I get 85 out of 100, how will that affect my overall grade? And you can test these out. So you can just put in, put your grades. If I get, perfect score on this, and you can play around and it'll adjust your total grade for you. And then you would just go up here and you'll notice it says, whoops, sorry. It says this is not your official score. So you just click revert actual score to see, where you are in the class. If you click on people, so one thing to note, I guess I should say, is that you're not always going to see the same navigation links in every course. It really depends on how the instructor has designed it. Sometimes they might have a whole lot. Sometimes they'll really pare it down for you. If you ever have questions about, a certain link that you see that you click on and you're not sure what to do with it, or if you have questions about anything as you go through your course, we really, really encourage you to contact your instructor. They're there to help you and help you be successful. So just like you would raise your hand in a face-to-face class and you'd ask them a question, when you're in an online class, you have to kind of raise your hand by sending an email. So it is a little bit more challenging because you're having to type out the email and express yourself that way, but it's so important because the instructor won't know what you have questions about unless you ask them. But if you click on people, if you see this people link in your course navigation, you'll know that you can click on that and then you can see who are the students in the class and who is the teacher. If you see library, that'll take you out to the library. The Learning Center will take you to our Learning Center where we actually have online tutors that can help you with things like math and English and science and all kinds of stuff. And if you see a link to Zoom, I'm not sure one of these is not the right link. I think it's, I just clicked on the wrong one. Let me do this one maybe. Here we go. Okay, yeah, that's the wrong one. Sorry. This link. If you see a link to Zoom, this is what it will look like. You'll see a meeting right here, and then you'll see a button over on this side that says join meeting. And then that's the way that you can join your Zoom meeting. So sometimes your professor might give you the Zoom link like this, or they might send it to you by email, or they might have it in Zoom. So you kind of have to just check and make sure that you know how to join your meeting. Are there any questions? Everyone good? So that's kind of like your overview of Canvas. One thing I forgot to mention, your account. So you have the ability, if you click on your account, to update your profile. So this is where you can, put your own little personality stamp. Like click on this image and you could choose an image from Gravatar. I don't know if it's going to work. You have to put your email in, I guess, and then it gives you a bunch of choices of like just designs, and you can use one of those just so you don't have a little empty face. Or even better, you can take a picture of yourself on your webcam from your computer, or if you have a picture on your computer, you can upload it and then have it there. You can add information about yourself so that your fellow students can know a little bit about you. So maybe your major, things that you're interested in. This is just, it doesn't have any bearing on you as a student, as far as it's not going to go on your official records. This is just a way that you can kind of present yourself to your fellow students and your instructor. Let's say you have some files that you're going to want to need. You can, and maybe you're going to be accessing Canvas from another computer and you're not going to have access to your files that you have on your home computer. You can always upload your files in advance. So you would click on account and then click on files and you can upload those, and then you'll always be able to access those files from any course, from any computer by logging into your Canvas course. Also under account, you have see notifications. So this is really good to look at. Maybe it's not going to let me do it in this mode. Here, I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to stop looking in this mode and I'll show you how my notifications look so you can kind of see. Okay, so you can see here, this is my account and I've got my picture over there. And when I go to notifications, you can choose how you want to be notified for things. So announcements are one of those things that I would recommend making sure you get that push notification on, because usually if an instructor is sending an announcement, it's something you don't really want to wait on. You want to hear right away what it is. Maybe they're saying that they've updated the assignment and you have another week to work on your paper. You want to know that, right? You don't want to be stressing. You don't have to, or maybe they're going to give you some other really good information. So I would say make sure your announcements are on. You have the choice to either be notified weekly or daily, or let me see, where's my notification settings? So this is my daily notification. You can be notified weekly, or you can be notified immediately. So if I do the immediate notification, I'll get it right away sent to my email. You can also update your email. So you can see I have this email here, and then I have another email. So if you want to make sure you don't miss, for example, an announcement, you can add additional emails. You can even add a phone number to your Canvas course, and it'll send you a text message. And you would just do that under settings. So you would just go over here to settings. And again, we're under account. You go to settings, and then over here is where you can add emails, and you can add contact methods. So like phone numbers. You can, maybe you're in web design, you're making your own website. You can add your own website here. So there's lots of fun things that you can do to customize this and make sure that you're getting the information that you need. I don't know, that's pretty much it. Canvas, I hope you'll find it pretty easy to use. But like I said, if you have questions, you can always contact us in the online education department. You can always contact the help over here by clicking on help and getting support from 24/7 Canvas support. Online education, we have a whole website right here on resources of learning how to use Canvas and how to use Zoom. So let me just go back real quick so you can remember. So when you're on the main College of the Canyons homepage, if you click on online classes, that's just where everything related to online classes is, and you can get all that helpful support that you need. So if you forget how to log into Canvas, we have that information here. And then this Get to Know Your Online Classroom will bring you to some really great guides, how to join a Zoom meeting for the first time, logging in, a lot of the stuff that I just covered now, and it kind of summarizes it really nice for you. We also have some Zoom rooms that you can join. So I already mentioned how we have the 24/7 Canvas support, but we also have support here at College of the Canyons for you to join with Zoom. And the best way I would recommend going to that support is from our main web page. You want to click on this link up here that says student support. If you click on that, it will bring you to this page where we have all these Zoom rooms that you can join for Canvas support. It shows you the hours. So Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 1:30 and 3 to 6. So if you click on this, it'll take you right into a Zoom room where we have a support team to answer any questions you have. If you're trying to figure something out, they can help you. If you're having trouble with your computer, maybe you can't connect to Wi-Fi, or you're trying to figure out how to install Microsoft Office on your computer, you can join the ASG computer support by Zoom. If you're looking for online tutoring, you can click on this and join a tutor online from your computer. This is our welcome center that normally would have been in the Canyons Hall, that now is available on Zoom. So if you need help, you can go there, and they can help you with things like your email. If you can't get logged into your email, or if you have questions about your My Canyons, and maybe you're trying to work on a paper and you need help from a librarian, you're trying to find a resource, like, I don't know how to get into this database, and I know I need to find these journals, and I need help. You can click right here during these times and talk to a librarian live. Our librarians are super awesome. They love helping students. So I definitely recommend clicking there. And then here's again that 24/7 Canvas support. So this is where you can call or chat with Canvas support if you need any help.
Chloe, there's a question in the chat. How much can our professors see regarding our activity in their classes? I think this question came through when you were going through the Canvas show. They're just curious if professors can see that they're active on there.
Yes, that's a great question. So yes, the instructors are able to view what pages you clicked on, how long you stayed on a page. They can see what computer you're accessing it from. So they can see a lot of information, which is really good, because a lot of times it can help, if you're having a question, we can kind of see, okay, even Canvas support, they're able to look and say, okay, I see that you're on this page. So yeah, instructors are able to see that kind of information. It's a great question. Any other questions? I guess I should add, Lawrence, to your question, is that not all instructors are going to take the time to do that. It's more like if there's an issue or a problem, they are able to go and look at your activity. But most instructors are not going to be spending their time doing that. They're going to be wanting to spend their time talking with you about the course and about what you're learning and answering your questions. So most instructors are not going to be like, oh, I see, I'm going to adjust your grade because you didn't spend long enough looking at this one page, right? They're not going to do that. But it is good to know that, yeah, they are able to see what you're doing online if you need, if they need to. Any other questions? I would love to hear what you guys are you all in fully online classes, or are you in online live classes? You don't have to answer either.
You can write it in the chat too, if you feel more comfortable.
Well, we are here to answer any questions if you have them. Online live classes only. Okay, so Lawrence is getting very familiar with Zoom then, right? Online live, okay. Okay, Roxanne is online only. So hopefully you guys are feeling comfortable to contact your instructor. Oh, you've only taken online classes so far at college. Wow. And we also would love to hear from you guys. So if you ever have any questions, I should pull up that our last little page. Sorry. If you ever have any questions at all, you may contact us. We always look forward to hearing from you. My name is Chloe, and Carol is with me, and we are in the online education team. So you can always send an email to online@canyons.edu is our email. And then the website, I actually didn't put this in right, did I? Sorry. No. Here, I will do this correctly. So if you ever need to contact us, I will show you how to get to our contact page. So let's just say you're on the main College of the Canyons homepage and you're like, oh, I really need to contact online education and tell them how great my class is going, because it's been so much fun taking online and online live classes, and I want to email them and tell them. So you click on that, and then you'll click over here on this contact us link. And then there you go. So this is our phone number. You can call us. It's not 24/7, but we are here during the day. Here's our hours. Here's our email address. You can send us an email. And then when we open back up, you can visit us in the library. That's where our offices are normally. They're on the second floor of, right behind me, my picture, the second floor of the College of the Canyons library on the Valencia campus. That's where our offices are. So hopefully you'll come by and say hi. And if not, you can always drop us an email or drop in on Zoom. Any other questions?